Jhin has been the go-to to be able to do very well there. The mid Sylas has been a pretty big favorite against the Zoe, historically speaking, so don't mind that one at all for Bay.
Yeah, the mid Sylas as a choice into the Zoes, played it before, obviously very comfortable on the pick. It's also really fantastic when you look at the ults on the side of Liv Sandbox. Obviously Alistar and Ornn immediately stand out to you, but a lot of utility as well. The portal jump, not necessarily, you know, the biggest ultimate you're going to be looking for, but can find some use, especially in some of those one-on-one trades. So I actually do like the pick here,
yeah, as
a choice, as they were really desperately needing some ability power damage here on their team.
We've seen a Rel into Alistar can be a pretty strong matchup in the early game, but after, I mean, very, very early, right? Pre-level 3, but once Alistar hits level 3, you can't just continually crash into the Alistar and get those shield trades. So I think this is
come down here and be annoying, but we'll see if he can actually get anything done from this.
The biggest winner is Bay right now. We could actually take a breath.
Ooh, Fate's going really aggressive here. Krako finally comes in. Was it just a bait all the time? Yes, it was. First blood comes in as my cat jumps on the desk, and Duckdom might be jumping down as well. That's going to be 2 kills to the side of Liv Sandbox as they totally destroy them there down on that roam from the mid lane priority.
Bay probably should have considered roaming down a little bit faster. It must have just been like right out of vision. We're not going to get a look at that. We're going to zoom forward here to this second kill here. As Fate, again, prioritizing the Zoe pick high in the draft and looks extremely well versed on it. Very impressive stuff so far.
Yeah, and I feel like this time around it was just Fate. You know, again, he's like the one shining light, right? He comes in here, he totally baits. No summoners, gets popped on, but actually Effort is the one that overextends, and now he's going to get burst down, but Root hitting level 6 and doing insane damage to Kellen there, showing that huge team fighting ability from the Samira. Knockup coming down onto the Gnar. Bay has to flash away, actually avoids the collateral damage, but at the same time, Peanut coming in here says, well, I'm just going to go forward. I have to get this Rift Herald anyway. Going to be looking for the kill onto the Zoe. Does not come through, so actually, you know, he gets the Rift Herald, only is able to push away the rest of the enemy team. Extra kills to the side of Liv Sandbox. With that huge roam coming out from Fate, you can see the gold difference already showing in the mid lane and also the jungle, as Krako is helping out down there, but a nice lockdown onto Effort. He gets caught here as opening up from the backside is the Jhin. They're going to lock him down, and now coming in pretty late here is Fate, trying to bait for the rest of his team to come in, and will he be able to do so again? Yes, he will, as Fate comes in, but actually gets booped down by Rich, who will pick up the kill, but now Root getting into the fight, trying to build up to that S-Class, and there he is going to build up to it, but now trying to pick up that kill onto the Rel. He will finally do it, as Rich will go down to the side of Root, and Root will come down and try to finish off Peanut, and should be able to double kill going the way of Samira, as Root is popping off in this game.
Krako left to his own devices there, doing so much damage on the chase that we had onto Fate, so he was able to just sit there and basically chunk damage out. It's hard to explain without showing you where he's trying to stand there and who he's trying to link with. Yeah. I think Peanut in this case.
This is not looking too good. 2v5. Duckdom trying to turn it on to Root, see what he can get done. You can see Kellen desperately trying to sacrifice his life in hopes of saving Duckdom, or at least buying some time as one final shot, and that's going to be an extra kill to Root. So not really reading the map, it looks like, and seeing the rotation coming in. The bottom river is totally owned right now by Liv Sandbox, so kind of caught with their pants down. And yes, they're going to get some other objectives, but
yeah,
still extra.
This is a bad spot to be.
Not again. They're going to get caught here underneath their turret, as that's going to be another kill onto the Jhin.
Might be more because it's first dead.
Yeah, Kellen's just going to die too. He's going to try to flash and make it over to Bay, but that was really desperate. He was never getting out there, and now, after a fantastic game 1, he's just been bullied in this game, 0-5, whereas the enemy Samira has 5 of those kills. As now they're looking to trade here onto Rich. Doesn't look like he, you know, he realized this was coming. He was desperately things up and go for a different lane. As I say that, though, they are going to be looking for a dive onto Summit, as the Ragnarok comes in here. Bay taking a lot of damage early on. Do they have the damage to burst through Ornn? Yes, they do. So a nice little trade back from the side of Nongshim. They'll be able to pick up a kill onto Summit down on the bottom side.
They push the wave to the top lane, though, so it's not just going to be free. They get not only that top pressure onto this turret, may even go down here, as I think it will with the minion wave. They're also going to get the Rift Herald, so Bay stays in bot, and it's just turrets traded here across the board. He's got a little bit of extra mobility here with that pickup, too.
Oh, Nongshim trying to get in here and force it with the Mega Gnar. Can they try to burst down this Ornn before he gets anything done? Does get the triple knockup, does the Ornn, but he does go down. Ornn, Rich rather, trying to boot some heads into the wall, but Rich is going to go down, and now there's not much of a front line to the side of Nongshim as, oh man, Duckdom just immediately gets one-tapped on the backside.
He's like, wait, I forgot about you?
Yeah, ooh. Oh. Not quite. Well, here comes effort.
Yeah.
He's got those Moby boots. Knows he's been spotted, and so Peanut will be able to get away, but Nongshim just desperately trying to force that fight, and they get punished for it.
This is actually just, I mean, this game is over. Pretty much. Like, there's 6k up, 12 kills up, but they have the, you know, the only thing that Nongshim really had going for them was that they got those turrets early and traded some of the objectives back to where it wasn't too bad for them. But this is when Fate's like, okay, look at the vision control I have over the map. And he just continually tosses in damage. You can see the knockup is really good as well here coming out from Ornn. And Root is actually just cleaning up house here on the bot side. And Fate goes ahead and takes out Duckdub on the edge. Looks like forgets that Peanut's there for just a second. Probably actually if he had realized earlier.
In the later stages of the game. I mean, they are so massively stacked right now, as Peanut is seemingly alone, but actually he does have Kellen coming in, Duckdom trying to help out, Teleport coming in from Bay, but with the flash coming out, I don't... Oh, okay, Bay is actually going for this. He is going to use that Alistar ultimate and just,
just jumping the gun a little bit
yeah.
there. I mean, the thing is, like, they were cut in half. Nongshim but they still were able to reconsolidate with that teleport coming in from Bay, and the idea was there, but unfortunately the execution a little bit weak.
Yeah, now they're just getting burst down underneath the turrets. The Samira goes in, and you can see that Rich is desperate to get a flank and actually kills the Zoe somehow. So nicely done, I suppose, but he is a bit alone, as everybody else in his backline is just being shred to pieces here, as he'll just have to slink away, looking to try to trade a little bit with the Croco, but they're just going to back away. They get that inner turret.
He's got a bit of a reputation recently for engaging at a pretty aggressive angle.
Well, Nongshim, the one good thing about them is that, you know, they're not just going to sit back and die. They will go down fighting. And that's exactly what they're trying to do here. They want to go for the fight. They're looking for the Ornn again. They're going to deny that ultimate coming in here, but do they have the damage as Root is going to get another kill and immediately just shreds that front line down. Doesn't really look like Nongshim have a chance in this one at all, as the Cloud Drake going to be taken down on the back of those 2 kills, or rather 3 kills, and now Live Sandbox can kind of do whatever they want.
Yeah. And I think a Baron play is in order with the respawn timers as they are. Going to control vision around the top side of the pit first. And watch Fate in this fight, too. He just shoots Kellen. Kellen's half health just from one orb, or one Q connecting there. Base the next target. And, like, he actually itemized into Leandri's, but you wouldn't believe it based on the burst damage you're seeing from this champion right now.
Just wait up, guys. I'm gonna take this inner turret. Don't worry. I'll be there eventually. As the Ornn ultimate gonna knock up Kellen as he just disappears again. And man, there are just so many super fed members on the side of Live Sandbox at this point in time. Rich trying to get it done. The Silas goes 100-0 in about 0.3 seconds. As that's going to be a double kill over to the side of Root. And again, like I said, you know, Nongshim at least make it fun. They're not going to go down without a fight. But at the end of the day, they did die 28 times. And that is going to be the win, going to the side of Live Sandbox, as they will tie up the series.
Yeah, very much a different Zoe game here for Fate. It was a highlight reel for him throughout the entirety of that game. And when you have an advantage like that, I mean, it's really easy to make Zoe look god tier. When you have that vision control, you have that ability to poke super hard in the damage that we saw from Silas, unfortunately. Bay having a really tough time in the laning phase. His rotations, unfortunately, were obviously late because of it. And it felt like things really started to go wrong in this game for Nongshim.